Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the alternator and power steering serpentine belt on this 2003 Volkswagen Passat wagon. This has the 1.8 liter turbo motor. It is a little involved. You do need to get to some of the stuff from underneath the car, so you will need a jack and jack stands, as well as a 17mm wrench, a 6mm Allen wrench, 17mm socket with a low profile breaker flexible bar or breaker bar, and a flat blade screwdriver. Okay, to start, you actually have to remove the lower belt that controls the air conditioning compressor, and so you'll need to raise up your vehicle enough so you can get under the front end and get to the belt and tensioner. Okay, this belt is easiest to see from up underneath the car. Okay, you come right up under here and you can see here's your AC compressor, and here's the belt. This is the tensioner right here, and up above is the crank pulley. Okay, and your tensioner is held on by two bolts. Let's see, there's one here, and then I can't really see it, but it's not this. This is actually what you grab onto with a 17mm wrench to tighten the tensioner. Right in behind, you'll feel another bolt just like this one, and they're 6mm Allen bolts. Okay, so here's my 6mm Allen wrench. Okay, if you have a longer one, that's probably the best thing. Put that on there. Then I take a wrench, hook it on there for some extra leverage, and loosen this bolt. Okay, a couple turns. Okay, and now I'm going to put it up on my bolt up here. Not really a good way to film this. Yeah, I'm just going to speed it up here. Like I said, there's no good way to film it. You just get your Allen wrench on there and use the other wrench for some leverage and loosen up the bolt up top. Just a couple turns to loosen up the tensioner. Okay, let's have it loosened a little bit. You see I can just push that tensioner up. Okay. And that will come off. The AC pulley here. Up and off your crank pulley up on the top there. Now your tensioner for your alternator belt is right up here. 17mm wrench. Okay, put it on there and pull on the tensioner and flip the belt off and let the tensioner back. And now you'll want to reach up in. Okay, and it's pretty much easier to just remove the belt from the bottom. Okay, we're looking up at the bottom here. To put the new belt in, what you want to do is make a loop and put it between the power steering pump, and then actually you can put it on the power steering pump first. Okay. Then push a loop right up towards the top. Just feed it right up. Okay, and then take that and kind of twist it and bring it around your crank pulley
towards the center of the car. Okay, and then get it in and on the crank pulley. So now you're on the crank pulley and you're underneath the power steering pulley. From above, I'm going to reach down, make sure it's on my power steering pulley really well. Okay, I'm going to reach over here, I'm going to grab it here and bring it in front of my tensioner. And I'm going to do that by, so grab hold of it, pull it up. I'm going to kind of twist on the belt counterclockwise a little bit. That allows it to come through. Okay, get it through, and then basically kind of twist it back. Okay, reaching down, I need to get it between the tensioner and my fan pulley. Sorry about my back of my arm here. Okay, but this string is coming up right between my fan pulley and my tensioner pulley. Okay, and then I have to get this one over into the same spot. Okay, reach down in there. It's probably the most difficult part. And just kind of push the belt underneath my pulley, and now I can see it's kind of on the crank incorrectly. Okay, so make sure the belt's on here, and then I'm just kind of reaching up over here. So reaching up here and reaching up further in with my hand, flip the belt underneath that tensioner.
Okay, so I went underneath just to kind of flip the alternator belt back up onto the crank pulley, and now while I'm down here, I'm just going to finish up and reinstall the lower belt before I finish off the upper belt.
Okay, reinstall the belt. They don't really make it easy here. Kind of push it up in and reach up in and get it onto the pull it onto the crank pulley first, and you got to kind of twist the belt around, pull it up in there, get it up and on, and then pull it around and onto the AC compressor. Make sure it's on the AC compressor. Reach up, make sure it's in the grooves on the crank pulley, and then pull it down and onto your tensioner pulley here. Now I'm going to take a 17mm socket and a flex bar, and I'm going to put that up on the tensioner where there's a kind of a bolt-shaped protrusion. Okay, and then you can see I push on this and that tightens up my belt. Okay, so I'm going to actually just go up here, get my Allen wrench into my mounting bolt.
Okay, so I'm just going to narrate this for you. You've got your Allen wrench that goes into the Allen bolt that tightens and mounts the tensioner. So you want to get that kind of a little bit on the tight side, then grab that handle that's hooked onto that 17mm bolt, and you apply force to that, which tightens up the belt, and then tighten up that Allen wrench as best you can. Then take the handle off and tighten up the Allen wrench the rest of the way, and then tighten up the other Allen mounting bolt that's lower down.
Okay, now you can see my belt sticking right up through there. I'm going to grab onto my tensioner, my 17 millimeter, pull it loose, and pull the belt right up onto the alternator. Let the tensioner loose. Oh, I can see down. My belt actually came off on my power steering pump. Reach down there. Put it back on there. Let it tighten up. Okay, just kind of look down in. See it's on my crank correctly. It's on the power steering pump correctly. And looks like it's maybe a little off here. Just push it onto the fan pulley just a little bit more.
And it's all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.